Before 2025, I was living on autopilot. I was literally just doing what everyone else was doing. Just working a 9 to 5, eat, sleep, repeat, go to work, blah, blah, blah. But once 2025 hit, I started doing what I wanted to do, living my best life. The year before that, I was going through, I would say it's like a quarter-life crisis because I just felt empty inside. And so I don't want to go out. I don't want to see people. I don't want to see people. But after that situation, I started realizing I need to live for me. I need to do what I want. 2025 was like the best year of my life. I've said that in previous videos. I did the most. I had the most excitement. You don't understand. I did the most. I had so much fun. I did so many things I'd never done before, eating so many things I've never done, met so many people that I've never met before, and learned so many things about me. Another thing was that I got back my aura. I was living in a way that was authentic to me. So every time I go out, dress up, I look good. More and more people would like my posts because I was posting more, liking my videos and whatnot, and I was really living it up. And it's because my aura changed. I'm going to tell you these 9 things I did to change my aura and just be magnetic and attract people. Because when I'm out in the club, when I'm outside, dressing up nice and looking cute, I was attracting people, of course. I was getting the compliments. I was having fun. I was living my best life. And I'm going to show you how you can do that as well. The first thing is doing things alone consistently. Living for yourself. So going out to restaurants by yourself, going to activities by yourself. I've done that. I've done archery by myself, pottery by myself, and that's like before I'm meeting a friend even. I'll do stuff for myself. Go on solo dates. I'll go to restaurants, eat by myself. Gosh, I love eating by myself. You can even go on holidays. Bear in mind, stay safe when you do that. Look it up, look up the country and whatnot, and like up the traveling pros and cons. And when you start living for yourself, it starts to show that I don't need you and I'm independent. And I'm not saying that to like that I'm an independent woman, I don't need a man. Not a man. I'm talking about family members. I'm talking about friends. Like, I can have fun by myself. I know I can have fun with myself because I'm my own best friend. Do you know what I mean? When you start having fun doing your own thing, people start being more attracted to you. When you're just focusing on your own life, when you're just obsessed with yourself. That is because you're living a life where you're not on autopilot. You're actually steering the wheel of the boat, steering the wheel of the car. You are the pilot. Second thing is keeping promises. So keeping promises to yourself, it just shows people that you're a powerful, strong person because you said you wanted to do something and then you accomplished it. This is a reliable person. This is a powerful person. This is someone who can get what they want. This is a great manifester. This is someone who's magnetic. This is someone who gets what they want. That's amazing. Because it's not easy to do something by yourself whilst no one is looking. Just showing up consistently every single day, doing something for yourself. This person has a life. This person has a vision, goals. You start to realize that this person lives with intentions. They're not playing around with their life. They're sticking to their promises. You start sticking to your promises to become more comfortable within yourself because essentially everything that you want to accomplish or do, you end up doing. So it just makes you more self-assured and people can see that. Quiet confidence, I guess. The third thing is being unpredictable. So I remember 2025, I was like unpredictable because I was doing random things. I was meeting random people. So my life really did change. My social group changed. The things I do, my activities on a day-to-day basis, what I do. So you never really know what I actually do. The parties I go to, it's never the same. Never the same place. Never the same type of party. You don't know what I'm going to do. All you know is that I'm adventurous. You don't really know what I do. Like when I post stuff, I just post what you need to know, but I don't post everything. Not anything personal. So everything I do is very random. Like one day, the last time I was in London, I did some trapeze thing, which was lit. Highly recommend it. And then some other stuff. And then I went to a flamenco performance. I was supposed to meet up with my friend, but that didn't occur. So I ended up going to like a schnitzel restaurant. I do random things throughout the day. So I'm very unpredictable. But you know that it's going to be fun and adventurous. And then it just attracts people. It attracts people because it's like, I'm keeping you on your toes. And I'm doing it intentionally. It's just who I am. And this can also include like changing up your style. So I shaved my eyebrows, I think this year, and I cut my hair as well. Well, I had to because the blonde was just, blonding too much, and I had to get rid of it. And that's a whole other story. But you never know what I'm gonna do next. Maybe a piercing here or there, a tattoo here or there. Blah. Keep them guessing. So third thing is boundaries, privacy, and speaking less. So mystery is essentially it. Set boundaries. When you keep your business private, it creates peace because once it gets to the public or once you tell people about things you're going to do and not actually accomplish it, it's a detriment to your mental health. It's a detriment to, it's just an extra layer of stress. So it's better to just do things quietly and then come out with like, hey, I have a partner. Hey, I'm getting married. Hey, I'm doing this. I've opened a business. Oh, I'm doing content creation. Because it creates a mystery. Imagine comparing someone who kind of talks about what they want all the time, and they do it, great. But compared to someone who doesn't even say anything, they don't even need to let you know what they're up to, and they just do it. That's kind of like, okay, excuse me. Tell me. Like, am I not important to you? Am I not important to you? It creates a sense of mystery. Like, I don't need your validation. I don't need you to know what I'm doing. I just do. And when you have boundaries and you're more private, it shows people that you only have access to me when I permit it. This is great because it kind of adds value to your aura. I value myself enough that I know my time is limited edition. Okay, that sounds so egotistic, but if you get what I mean, like, I value my time. So when I'm with you, it shows that I actually care about you. When I'm not with you, it means that I wouldn't say I don't care about you, but you're not priority because let's say you're just a stranger. So it just shows that your college time is more authentic and valuable because I'm taking time out of my day-to-day for you. This way, by setting these boundaries, it kind of shows that I'm not someone who to be played with. Like, I'm not your second-hand friend. I'm not your side friend. I'm a priority. And it also lets others know that you shouldn't waste my time because my time is precious. Imagine meeting someone who values their time. Those people are usually CEOs, people who probably have families, just people, or like CEOs, business people. Their time is valuable and they're not to be messed with. The fifth thing is adapting to your surroundings. I would say this includes manners, postures, etiquette, and also emotional intelligence under this, like, adapting to your surroundings. So knowing how to act in different situations. So when I'm at work, I work hard so I can play hard. Like, I don't like to play when I'm at work. I just like to do my work and do it well so I can play outside of work and have fun my downtime, and also focus on my side hustles on my downtime. And when you adapt your etiquette, manners, posture, emotional intelligence, and when you're able to know how to adapt to your surroundings, you're someone that can be taken anywhere. You're someone that can go to different countries. You're someone that can travel. You're someone that can adapt well to different situations. People deem you as smart because having emotional intelligence is somewhat like being street smart. I remember I read somewhere that most of the CEOs have a high emotional intelligence than a high IQ. And that makes sense because you have to deal with people. You have to deal with emotions. They're probably marketing a product or selling a product. So they need to understand how consumers react to a product, what they want in a product, and how their emotions change towards a product or ideas within the business. The sixth thing is the people you hang out with. Imagine I took a pic with like Obama or Rihanna. I've been like, Mommy, I made it, because that is so lit. No, I'll break my head. It's someone I knew. I was like, oh my God, how'd you do that? I'll be like, oh my God, stop that. It changes. It really does change your image, who you surround yourself with. I'm not saying you need to be friend Rihanna. Like, I don't know how you even do that. What I'm trying to say is you need to find people who are authentic to you, your soul tribe, people who vibe with you, people who understand you without having to say anything, without having to communicate it. For the most part, sometimes you will have to, but for the most part, you don't have to communicate because you understand each other on an emotional level, even a creative level. Because of the people I met last year, I knew more about myself. I'm much more extroverted, much more social. I have so much more fun, and I'm just much more adventurous. And then because of the people I met last year, it has helped that. A lot of the people in London are foreigners, so they kind of live a life where they travel a lot. They take risks, and they're more independent because they have to live by themselves, learn another language, do uni by themselves. So it kind of shows how, like, seeing these people live a life that should be hard and difficult, but they're able to do it whilst doing uni, whilst working, and it just amazes me. So because of that, I was able to, like, understand myself more and just see these people. It's like, if they can do it, then I can do it. So honestly, it's the people you hang out with as well. My outlook on life has changed, and my aura has probably changed as well. Now I'm not scared to take risks because I'm like, if they could do it, then I can. The seventh thing is living with intention. So basically, knowing what your goals are, knowing that you have places to go, you don't have time to waste. You're being intentional about the friends you make, the food you eat, the routines you have, the things you watch, the places you go to, the things you do, because you know what type of life you want to live. You know what you want to do in the next 5 years. This could be as simple as raising a family. This could be as simple as going to uni and getting a job. This can be as simple as becoming a content creator. Just knowing where you're going, it kind of shows that you have some direction in your life. And even if you don't know where you're going just yet, knowing that you're not going to give up and find out what it is that you want. Having that inner drive. Basically, just always wanting to make the best out of your situation, the best out of your life. I remember I was watching this video, I think it was a short, where they were reviewing, I think this lady was describing attackers who like rob or just like attack people. And they said, like down a dark alley, the robber would go for people who look kind of weak and just don't know what they're doing, don't know where they're going, just kind of weak and scared. They would attack them compared to someone who's like good posture, up straight and knows what they're going with intention. They would avoid those people. So imagine that. Because they have like a weaker aura, like where they're scared and just like unsure, compared to someone who has like a bold aura, they know where they're going, they're not to be played around with. It kind of goes to show how living with intention gives you some kind of fearlessness, bravery. This reminds me, it's so random. This reminds me of the celebrity Cole, one of the Cole brothers, like Paul Dylan. I think it's Dylan. I don't know which one, but the one who's married to a lady. I think I just saw on like the news, like they were basket robbed. They were basket robbed, but I think he pinned him down or just I don't know what happened, but he kind of. I don't know what happened, but his wife is pregnant. So of course he's going to protect his woman because he has a baby. They have the baby together. So he needs to protect this child. That is a man living with attention. Makes you more fearless because you have things to fight for. You have stuff to lose. Because of that, it helps ignites your aura. The 8th thing is a learning. So becoming an abundant person. So someone who's willing to learn a new skill, mindset, or it could be like conversational topics. So just going to be self-improvement by watching my videos, of course. This can make you seem more interesting and it can show that you have an expansive mind. Like you're not willing to settle. You want to do more for yourself. This can be like a hobby, sport. Just to be a one-off thing, like I'm going skiing, I want to learn how to ski. It kind of shows that you're someone who's not going to settle for less. You want to learn more. You want to learn more. You want to expand your mindset. The people that love to learn, I feel like these are the people who love to like upgrade and like improve themselves. Because if you look at the big CEOs, they're just successful people. They're always striving for what's new, what's like the best option, and always like problem solving because they want more, they want abundance, they want to expand, they always want to be on top of everything. This could be a bodybuilder, like they could be looking at new protein, the new protein trend, or things that can help. So it can benefit their clients. Me, it would be YouTube, just like always learning what's there, the algorithm, different trends. This also goes to show that I'm more an abundant person, so I'm not just a 9-to-5 worker. I have other things I do on my day-to-day, other hobbies I have. And it kind of makes you more interesting. Especially interviews when they ask, what are your hobbies? Oh my God. Back in the day, I was like, I don't have hobbies because I'm trying to get a job. What do you mean? I'm trying to get paid. But now, I can say that this is kind of my hobby, to be fair. Because I do digital marketing, even mentioning YouTube will help me with other jobs. Thus making me more attractive. Because I have other skill sets like video editing, recording videos and scripting and so much more. The bonus thing is personal style. I wanted to focus on like intangible things or things you can't really touch, but I have mentioned personal style because honestly, makeup, clothes, your hair, perfume, and the interior of like your house, the interior of your car, the way you make sure your car looks nice. Like, I'm not saying you have to have the bougiest car, but just a clean, nice car, or the way you like take care of it, kind of shows the type of person you are, because first impressions do count. I always mention job interviews, meeting people. First impressions count, always. One interview can change your life. One video can change your life, and it certainly can. Within this day and age with like cancel culture, I don't know if that's a thing anymore, but it certainly can. One video can change your life. So yes, first impressions do count. Think of the most boring person you met, but imagine if they had like a nice car. Imagine like a nice car that's clean. Imagine like really nice teeth, or like imagine like they had a really nice style. Imagine that they did their makeup really well, but they were the most boring person. But you'd remember that one thing. Oh, they're very creative. They do their makeup very well. They do that blah, 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 blah. So personal style does really matter. They wore such lovely frilly dresses. So personal style, so personal style does really matter. It leaves an impression. And when you first meet someone, it can set like the aura, the tone. If you're very fashionable, it's like, ooh, who's this? Kind of creates an aura of mystery. And if you're quiet and like you look very different, like maybe all black outfit, like, but it's like creative. It's like, oh, it makes you think, oh, mystery. Who's this person? Who's the person? It kind of creates a sense of your curiosity. And you're quiet. Oh, what's this aura? Anyway, that was the end of this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you fit the vibe. Do you use 9 points? What was your favorite one? Honestly, I relate to all of them. I like all of these. Like I did this last year, and it's really changed my aura. Changed how I am, how I interact with people. Just running out in London, just having fun, and my outlook on life as well. But if you feel like you're on autopilot, then use these points to help amplify your life, help create an aura that's more magnetic, a life that you actually want. Don't forget to follow me on socials if you want to see what I do on my day-to-day and just fun things like ideas. And I always want to say this. Like Mufasa said to Simba, don't forget who you are. Don't forget who you are. Anyway, don't forget to sparkle, babes. Bye.